Yeah, you want to date an NBA player, well, like the best NBA player, because most NBA players make like $3 million. You want to date the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins.
No, I don't date athletes.
Or you want to date the CEO of Amazon. All right, so athletes are out?
Athletes are out.
Okay, so athletes are out. So all your 10 million just got cut in half.
Always, or is this a new?
I've dated athletes and it's just not my thing. So I've tried it. It's just personal preference. Okay. Nothing against you guys.
So ideally, respect 10 million. Fucking
Peace, and good morning. This is your brother Big Hawk. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get that 1,000. This again is a video about modern women that want to be entitled to men's money. Men in America that work very hard for their money. Men that have to sacrifice going out with their friends, probably even dating just to, to get their mind right, to study, to make this money, to make 6 figures a year. And these women feel entitled. Let's get it.
Shit. By the way, what percentage of men do you think make $10 million a year?
I'm sure it's a very small percentage.
Give me a number.
I'm not good with numbers. I don't know.
1 through 10. I mean,
1 through 10.
1 through 100, like percentage.
It's probably like 1/10 of a percentage.
0.00001%. All right, you got this thing, girl. Okay, that's ideally, realistically. What would you deal with?
I think 6 figures.
Okay, minimum.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Respect. So you just went from 100,000. You went from 10 million to 100 grand.
Okay. Well, I'm just. Okay. You said ideally.
So first of all, she first said she wanted a guy who makes 8 figures a year, which is $10 million. You see, the problem here, this is the problem with these modern women. These modern women are disrespecting men in America because men in America want to go to get a traditional wife in other countries. And these modern women always make an excuse saying, oh, you're going to get a slave. You're not going to get a slave. First of all, these modern women are not wifey material no more. These modern women have these college degrees, and some of them are so smart that they're dumb. Listen, I'm not the smartest light in the socket, but I'm not a dummy. These modern women don't know what a slave is. Slaves back in the days, first of all, the women back in the days, they were slaves. The women back in those days that was in the fields, they didn't have the opportunity and the luxury of going to college, going to school, and making good money as these modern women. So what are they talking about? Let's get it.
Who doesn't want, ideally, the most amount? Come on.
Girl, ideally / realistically, how much money should your man make a year?
I think ideally for me would be like 70, 80.
70?
70, 80.
That's ideal?
What the not million.
Oh,
70 million a year or lose my number, homie.
I don't know where, girls on my show say this all the time, 6 figures up. I have never thought I was going to date a guy that made 6 figures.
Why?
I don't.
You make 6 figures now.
Does your dad make more than 6 figures?
Yeah.
So don't you want to give your kids the life that you've had?
We grew up pretty frugal. We made a lot of money, but
you had a slide in your backyard.
Oh, yeah.
She's the only normal female on there. 70,000 a year. She gets it. She understood the assignment because she probably respects a good, hardworking man. And see, like I said, the problem with a lot of these females, they always talk about slavery. They don't know what slavery is. Back in those days, the women that was enslaved was working in the field from sunup to sundown. They couldn't go to school. You know, if you was caught reading as a slave, they either killed you, tortured you, hung you, or even, I've heard situations where they cut the slave's eyes out. So these modern women don't know what slavery is. They talk this slavery nonsense. They don't know what a good woman is. They don't know that the real good woman stuck towards their man. They don't know this. All this being slave stuff, they are not slaves. These women have opportunities to go to college, to go to high school, to go to grade school. They had the opportunities. They had these opportunities to go to school and make something of themselves. But what they want to do, they just want to depend on a man to take all the man's resource. That's what they want. Just take his resources. These women don't want to cook and clean and nourish a man no more. And then they wonder why men are leaving. These women don't know, these modern women know nothing about hardship and slavery and not having education. That's why a lot of slaveries back then, slave people back then, from the men to women, hardly couldn't read because they didn't have the opportunity. But you have the opportunity. No, you want to be lazy. You want guys to pay for your bill. Now there's a thing they saying that if you don't pay for my kids' babysitting fee, I'm not going to date you. Like, these women today are just entitled. And that's why they're going to find themselves up shit creek with no paddle.
Yeah, that's true.
I grew up on
Slide.
fuel assistance and welfare. That's a very
Did the
big
slide
difference.
go into the pool or just onto grass?
In the pond.
Oh,
That is the sign of wealth right there. Because a slide just onto the grass.
Or like,
it's
think
grow
about
up.
it. You do sports. You've been able to travel. There's a lot of things that your family has been able to provide. $70K, it's hard to send your kids even on an AAU team.
Yeah. Okay, so the question is, because are you getting that number because there's a study out there that says $70,000 is the baseline that creates happiness, and anything above that is more materialism and consumerism? Is that where you're getting that
No,
number?
I got the number because it's a little more.
If you don't want to learn how to buy houses,
I'm going to end the video right there. But like I'm saying, these modern women are going to get a nasty wake-up call. They really are going to get a nasty, nasty wake-up call. They really are. Because they so much entitled. Like, who in the hell do y'all think y'all are? You walk around saying, oh, guys are going to go to other countries to find slaves. No, they're going to other countries to find their better half. They're going to other countries finding women that grew up in a household where the man worked and the mother took care of the home. And she cooked and cleaned. And she provided for either her and her husband, or if they had kids, for the family, while the man provided for everybody. And this is what the guys are going there for. But what y'all keep saying is slavery. No, y'all just don't want to cook and clean no more. You want everybody to bow down to you, modern women. And modern women are going to find out the hard way, because I'm telling you, when things start, because things are going to start getting hard. Right now, the dollar is worthless. It's hanging from a string. Okay, the dollar is really worth nothing. They still have a little oil and gold backing it up, but once this one world currency starts, the dollar's going to be dead. So all the money that you go to school for, modern women, all the money that you want men to give you, modern women, is going to come to a halt. Because y'all are so entitled and y'all brats and you're spoiled. And I blame a lot of men that caused this, because a lot of men that's simping out there is buying women all these luxury cars and clothes and taking them to restaurants where a plate is $150 to $200 a pop. I blame y'all. You spoiled these modern women. But these modern women are headed for destruction. They're going to get a nasty wake-up call. This is going to happen. And a lot of men that bust their behind And let me tell you something. A lot of us should start thinking. I always say this in my videos. Go get some type of trade. Because if you go to the college to get a college degree, you can't eat that college degree. You can't sleep in that college degree. You need stuff like plumbing and carpentry and construction and knowing how to do security surveillance, knowing how to shoot a gun, and the most important thing is the farm. So a lot of us have to start thinking about these situations because things are not going so good right now in the good old United States. Everybody's pulling away from us. And these modern women are going to find out they're going to need a man. They're going to need somebody to be by their side when the crap hits the fan. These modern women are so entitled and they're so stuck up and they're so greedy. They don't know what's about to come down this pipeline. Hashtag just us. Take the green pill and go, fellas. SYSBM, Passport Kings, and YouTuber travelers, keep doing what y'all doing. This is Big Hawk. Have a safe day, and I'm out.